And how is it going, everyone? Welcome to more Need for Speed Hot Pursuit Remastered. And judging by the events that are remaining, I feel like I could beat this today, though probably not in 3 hours, but a little bit more. Because the cop events, there's only 11, I should be able to finish them. The other ones, they are a little bit more, so maybe I'm not even gonna be close, especially if they are harder and they require multiple attempts, but we will see. Let's start with this one, a regular race, not a bad way to start. One with the Diablo, the Lamborghini Diablo, the classic. So this one also has like a little signature on the side. Well, this one is usually the classic color for the Diablo, like that dark purple. Well, dark and not so dark. I remember there being some models with that color. But yeah, it's supposed to be like when you start seeing more of what the game calls exotic cars. As if, you know, like 90% of the cars in the game were not exotic, right? The Lamborghini Diablo always, well, like any Lamborghini, like just a beautiful car all around. I like the amount of Lamborghinis in this game. That's pretty cool. It's a shame that they couldn't get the license for Ferrari, but it's fine. Well, in fact, I don't know. Well, in the previous game Need for Speed World, I saw some Ferrari cars, but I'm not sure if it was that server in particular or if the original game also had them, but when I try to think about it, I think that outside from the very first Need for Speed games on PS1, there hasn't really been any games that feature Ferrari cars, right? Like Need for Speed games, obviously. So I wonder when that's gonna happen, if it even is gonna happen. So, I mean, you already have two big Italian companies with Lamborghini and Pagani, right? So is Ferrari gonna just fall back? Maybe, I don't know. Ferrari also has a lot of cars to showcase if they wanted. What an achievement! Oh, for reaching top speed with this car, I think. It's called Devil on Wheels or something like that. The name of the achievement. Sure. Some achievements are pretty random. Like if you don't actually look at the achievement list, you're probably gonna miss them. Others are simple progression, of course. Well, in this type of events, as long as you don't make mistakes at the end, it should be fine. This is the part that is the most important. Everything else has been a filler, but here, this is the part that I cannot fail. It heavily depends on the traffic as well. The traffic doesn't feel like cooperating. No, but it's fine. Okay. So will that unlock the Diablo or what? Probably, right? I also think that the speed wall in the game is supposed to be like the personal best of whatever you have in your friend list, but I don't, in this account I don't really have any, like in the Electronic Arts account I don't have anything. No, I unlock another Dodge Viper. Surely this one is different than the other two I already have. Yeah. A little bit lazy. We could use the McLaren here, yeah. Don't see why not. It's an interception with 4 minutes and, well, quite a lot of tools. I mean, here the thing that matters is what's the behavior of the guy you need to intercept. And it's another McLaren. So it's a McLaren show-off. Sometimes the skip button really doesn't do anything. It's there just for the illusion that it does something. Well, at least 3 helicopters and 3 roadblocks seems like a good amount of resources. And might as well deploy the helicopter too. Well, with that he will dodge the roadblock. He didn't dash the spike strip though. What happened? Okay, that did more damage to me than it did to him. Like, we are both more than halfway done. So that's bad. Yeah, those type of hits are not positive for me. And see, right now I'm about to die. You going the other way? No. Wait, I am actually gonna die at this rate. That will be pretty sad. So no, he didn't really turn around. He's right here. Ah, fuck. And if that police car hadn't stopped me... So the helicopter... Oh, it's right there. Nice. Well, that went well. I played very badly, but it worked. Yeah, lately a lot of these police missions I'm basically beating them with no health remaining. Like, I'm certainly not doing them optimally. Or I guess you could say I'm doing them way too optimally, with almost no room for mistakes. We can do... There are 2 more Cielago here. In the same list. Come on, bro. Try to hide it a little bit better. You know? If you ask me, you should. Yeah, it's fine. It is funny, though. Seeing the same model counted as different ones. Then 40 kilometers? No way. That's a lot. I think that this is the longest race that I've done so far. 40 kilometers. Is this the whole length of the island or what? Yeah. Alright. Let's see how it is. Yeah, 40. That is a lot. That is quite a lot. According to my calculations here, it's gonna be like... Okay, hold on, my calculations... Wait, a 10-minute race? Is it gonna really be 10 minutes? Holy shit. If you manage to lose this one, that will be a problem. It is a 10-minute race. Alright. Well, in case there was any doubt that it was the longest one, well, there shouldn't be any doubt now. Oh, get on. You know what, I also realized crash escape is another thing that comes straight from Burnout. Basically the logic of a lot of things that the game detects, like oncoming traffic, drifting, crash escape, near miss, these are all things taken straight from Burnout. Wait, should I? Oh, I should have taken the alternate route. Well, my opponents also didn't take it, so... Yeah, that saves a lot of time. Just that it's one of those things that it's so hard to tell, since the minimap doesn't show you where it ends. I didn't want to risk it. Yeah, basically you cut through the whole beach, just like that. If I need to fall into a second attempt, at least I know to take that. Yeah, I would prefer not doing a second attempt if I already have to eat 10 minutes. But yeah, it's weird. 10 minutes is usually what a race will take in a game like Gran Turismo. Like a race that is not one of the first ones, certainly. But... So I feel like in a game like this... Ah, fuck, it's fine. Races should never be this long. This feels like a very bad idea. And especially if you lose and having to do it again. Essentially those 10 minutes that you just did, well, do them again, mister. Because they were not enough. You will need to do more. Okay, that shortcut I should take it. Very, very clearly a shortcut on your favor. Oh, and someone tried to take it, but someone else also got in the way. Pretty funny. This one they don't let you take it, right? Yeah, no. That shortcut essentially completely skips the corner, but anytime that you are on a race, it's blocked by those arrows. You're not allowed to take it. I think that this shortcut that's out to come is... yeah, it also cuts. Not the one I should pass, but this one here. Ah, fuck. Well, not if you do that, obviously. Damn it. It was hard to dodge. But at least we are still far from the end. But yeah, those are things that I cannot allow to happen under normal circumstances. Yeah, the front doesn't look very nice after that. Understandably. I guess it will be slightly less than 10 minutes, probably 9 minutes, but yeah, still pretty long. Oh, taking that shortcut. I could also take that shortcut, but that feels way too dangerous. Like, it doesn't seem like it saves that much time. I feel like the chances of crashing are very high. So yeah, don't take it. Also, some of the opponents are extremely far. If you look at the minimap, it even feels like they are floating in nothingness. On the other hand, this guy is fighting me quite equally. That is, of course, an issue. He didn't take that shortcut, but he's still so obscenely close to me. And he's the only one. I feel like at this point even the third place is quite far, but this guy is simply not leaving me alone. Right, let's see if you take this one. No, he did not take that one either. At least that's gonna be some nice advantage for the time being. I'm not taking that one. And he's also not taking it. Alright. There is still some time remaining, but around this time is more or less where... Well, that's... Is that a shortcut? No, well, no, it wasn't. But even if it was a shortcut, that's not where I'm supposed to go anyway, so... Nice, good corner. But yeah, I was about to say that this is around the time where you are not really allowed to make mistakes. To make a mistake here is gonna be very, very costly. Well, very costly in the sense that you are most likely not recovering from it. This is probably way too risky for no reason, taking the shortcut here. But he took it too. At least I recognize the shortcut. Oh, he crashed. Nice. Well, doesn't seem like it matters. He respawned pretty much right next to me. No. Oh, that was very close. Okay. Full speed here until the end. And it's gonna be actually a little bit less than 9 minutes. And there you have it. Quite crazy that that guy is so close, despite being such a long range. I mean, I know that the AI is made that way, so it stays close to you no matter what. The crazy part is that you could lose such a long race by a single mistake. So you have a Roadster Son that will... Bro, this is the same one I already have, but it doesn't have a roof. And then another... Wait, hold up. Oh yeah, this one is not the Need for Speed edition. Dude, are you serious? That's very cheap of you. Very, very cheap. It's fine. I think I want to pick the Koenigsegg. Honestly, this car... Maybe not... I mean, I do like the car itself, but like... The way they made the painting looks so nice. Alright, so no spike strip for this one. So you don't want this guy behind you, pretty much. Well, it tends to be the case in chases. So this guy is a Bugatti Veyron. Okay.
Suspect is driving on the residential road.
Is that a residential road? I guess it's... Yeah, there are some places on the beach that belong to private properties, that's true.
Roger that, aerial pursuit unit engaging.
Oh, and this is the one shortcut in the previous race that is basically just going through the beach and ignoring the rest of the road. Well, at least we get... What an asshole. At least we get to see it here. Wait, can I dodge that other one? Oh, it disappeared. Nice. Well, let's put a roadblock to teach this asshole a lesson. So he completely ignored the helicopter. Wait, and he ignored the roadblock too? I think it slowed him down a little bit. Not enough. Ah, fuck you. The problem is that he's releasing these spike strips on a shortcut where there's barely anywhere to run. Like, it's almost impossible to dodge it. You're about to lose me as well. I'm about to die already. Hey, how about you step it up?
Suspect has evaded the spike strip.
And the roadblock, by the way. God damn it. I, by the way, wasn't able to hit him once. And I'm already about to die, so yeah. Oh. Well, nice. Got completely owned there. That was a very convincing victory of his. Oh, I level up, so I need to see my rewards before being able to retry. We got an Aston Martin, right? Yeah. Nice. Also, how is it going, Draynod? Wait, this was the one, right? Yeah. So, pretty nice to see that you're actually fully committing to your web page. And I like that you're getting into JavaScript. It's pretty nice. I like it. At least that's something I will be able to help you with. Something that a web developer can actually help you. Indeed. But yeah. It's been a while since I used JavaScript without any sort of framework though. But it's fine. Getting into it is not something I want. Well, I think that being able to acquire knowledge is always a nice thing, you know, no matter what. I think it's useful. You never know when you are gonna make use of it. So I feel like I saw a bug behind my microphone. I'm a little bit concerned. Or maybe I just made it up. I feel like it was there. I kinda just wanted to make a guide checklist and I thought it wouldn't take that long. Well, I mean... It all depends on what your approach is, I guess. I mean, I'm not really sure what the functionality of the site is gonna be like, but you could also achieve something like that using an Excel spreadsheet, depending exactly on what the functionality is. Like, a lot of people usually do that. They use Google Drive and, you know. Wow, pretty nice for these assholes to do the roadblock right after a shortcut. Amazing, even.
Suspect has evaded the spike strip.
Really? Shouldn't be surprised, really. Literally, it's just supposed to be a fancy spreadsheet. Yeah, in that case, if you don't want to do it through coding, you can always do it through Excel, or well, whatever the... Oh, fuck. Oof, nice dodge. Or whatever the Google alternative is called. And that didn't do shit. Man, these stupid ass traffic cars The two of them cuck me.
Satellite connection down. All units
Wait, suspect has turned around? Oh, he's right there. What do you mean has turned around? You have turned around.
Aerial support is standing by and we are awaiting orders. EMP activated, acquiring target logs.
Okay, well, I hit him once with the EMP, but... that roadblock... I guess I hurried too much. But the problem is that there are shortcuts everywhere. Kinda hard to guess when they are not gonna appear. And I'm also absolutely out of of power-ups here. Oh, nice, the helicopter got him. Good shit, helicopter, you did your job. Beautiful. Okay, yeah, I was out to say that I think at least it's a good idea that you're trying to do a web page as an alternative. I think that sort of knowledge could always be useful. Well, not to mention being able to do something different, right? I think that helps too. But let me know if you have questions. I guess I'm picking the Aston Martin here. Oh, that's a pretty cool color. I wanted to port my Steam guys to a web format at some point. That should be easier. I mean, in fact, on Steam you already have like some markup language that allows you to do stuff like bold titles and shit. You will basically be replacing that but with HTML tags, right? Well, HTML tags and also CSS if you want something more specific, but yeah, that is pretty nice, you know. Usually those are the easy type of web pages. I guess web pages start getting complex when you start doing transactional stuff like purchases, login systems, like that's when it gets a little bit annoying. But if it's just exposition, it's something that you can easily do. Have to just rework it to have progress tracking and stuff. Yeah, well, that I guess makes it a little bit more complex because of, you know, if you want there to be accounts to track progress or cookies, right? So if you use cookies, you will have to clarify, because if someone is accessing the page through incognito, well, obviously anything that they do won't be remembered clearly. Ouch. Gonna start learning how to save progress. Essentially, that's what cookies are for. Like, a cookie is a file saved on the user's computer, the user of the web page, of course. And well, it's basically read every time that the user visits the web page, or rather it should be read every time they visit it, right? It's basically that. It's like, imagine that you're simply saving like a text file on I was gonna say on the opponent's computer, no, on the user's computer. It's just that it's even simpler than a text file, because it tends to be a group of keys and values, right? The issue with cookies, I guess, I'm not sure if they allow you to save cookies if you don't have the consent of the user, but I really don't know, like, if you're allowed to save cookies regardless. I think that there are web pages that do that, like they save cookies whether you like it or not, unless of course you have it disabled by default. But yeah, I'm not sure how necessary it is, because for a lot of things, for a lot of functionalities in JavaScript, like you need to do stuff with the user consent. Like for example, if I'm not mistaken, if you want to link through another web page, like let's say, well, redirect to another web page, like that's something that you can only do if the user triggers something first. Like you cannot redirect it out of nowhere. Like you could not, for example, make a timeout function when the page loads that gets executed in 10 seconds, for example, and that redirects to another page. I think that that's not allowed. And I say that that's not allowed like internally, like you cannot do that even if you want to. Like it has to be triggered by a user action like a click. So there are limitations like that, and I'm not sure if cookies also have that limitation. Like if you need to ask the user for explicit consent to save cookies, or you can just do it on your own. Because it's really been a while since I save cookies explicitly. Like essentially the web page that fuck dude, that sucks. I think that yeah, my opponent crashed with me, but that's fine. Well, fine as long as he doesn't overtake me right at the end here. Nah, it should be fine. Full nitro into finish. Local storage, I thought that local storage was deprecated. Can you still use local storage in modern browsers? Also, how is it going? Yeah, I mean, been a while since I seen you here in YouTube chat. Man, this another Koenig Sega Guerra, but with a different name. But yeah. Nice to see you here. Yeah, that's another thing you can do, like local storage. Like it's essentially like cookies, but well, I'm not sure what's the difference. Like both are things that get stored in the user's computer, so I'm not really sure what is the difference. Like, isn't it the same thing in concept? Like a file that gets stored in the user's browser? Like, is there any difference at all?
But you will be evaluated as if this was a live situation.
There's some other equivalent, like IndexedDB or something, I should call it like that out of habit. Right, but what I'm asking is, what is the difference between doing that and using a cookie? Aside from obviously not being called cookie, I guess. But isn't it conceptually the same? You're saving a file into the user's computer. No, it's fine. That's, wow. Yeah, nice shortcut there, bro. You save a lot of time. Maybe you don't need permission for one of them. Well, in my case, I also don't really use cookies explicitly, because you could use cookies through JavaScript, but in my case, since I use like Java frameworks like Spring, like the session cookies basically automatically generated by the framework. So I never handle cookies explicitly, like it's all handled by by the framework. Storage is more like a local DB only accessible on client, more space to work with. Wait, what does it mean only accessible on client? You mean that... I mean, isn't that what the cookies are too? Cookies are more specific use case, like server-side stuff, small data, expiration. I mean, I understand separating the... oh, fuck. Separating the use case of both, but isn't it conceptually the same thing? You're just saving shit on the user's computer, right? No, okay. Nah, come on. Collision my ass. It should be enough though. I wanna believe it should. Let's see though. Yeah, it is enough. Alright. Could have been worse. Cookies are available on both sides, server and client. Storage is isolated, purely local on client. Client just means browser. Oh, I see. Like, you mean that the backend doesn't have access to that? Well, I guess in that case, yeah, it will be more convenient, probably. Born in the USA is the name of this. Well, that obviously only, well, yeah, it only lets you use American cars, because this one says it's not available. I'm obviously using the Viper. And comes with a lot of pretty interesting colors, yeah. And this is the one that I'm pretty sure I had as a kid. That blue and white, like in a toy, not the real car, obviously. But I think it was that one, like maybe a slightly different model.
Which ended production on July 1st,
Yeah,
2010.
let's get it. But yeah, I guess that's something useful for Draenor for what he's trying to do. It's as I say, like, I normally don't use cookies explicitly. They just happen through the backend framework that I use, and that's it. Yeah. You know, the model I have, actually no, it doesn't look anything alike now that I think about it. Like, the model that I have was 2 white strips. This one is like a whole gigantic strip. So yeah, no, not really. In the preview it kinda looked like there were 2 strips, but no. I guess I'm trying to look at the other guy, but no. It is like a gigantic white strip with some division in the middle, but nothing really out of the ordinary. Hey, why am I second? Who is first? What? Is there something that doesn't add up here? There is apparently a first place, but where? Oh, okay, I guess it was just bugged. Also, about the fact that you were gonna play my first fan game, don't worry, there is still a lot of time remaining for me to finish the current one. I'm essentially like close to finishing the 4th zone, but it's still, you know, after the 4th zone there are still 5 more. And I calculated that it might be done in June, but I don't know. I feel like with what's left, it will also extend a little bit further than that. Even if I'm not a fan of it. Yeah. The important thing is that you have time, so don't worry about it. But you also shouldn't really force yourself to finish the first game. I mean, you're gonna mold a lot. You're gonna see stuff, and you're gonna think that some screens are crimes against humanity, and they probably are. But yeah, point is that you don't need to do it. Oh, fuck. Okay. Clean win. Yeah. Doesn't seem like too bad to implement it. Yeah, I don't really have any personal experience with that functionality, with that storage thing. I mean, I'm assuming it's gonna be relatively easy to implement. Mostly because, you know, a lot of functionalities have gotten a lot more simplified over the years. Like, you don't need to do a lot of stuff simply to make them work, right?
This is a training exercise, but you will be evaluated as if this was a live situation.
So yeah, I guess you can certainly use it like that. You stop hitting traffic. In it. There's a lot of traffic here. Okay, that probably has to be a restart, but I guess I could go on the non-oncoming traffic lane, but that means no nitro, pretty much. Well, probably a better idea. Though you have to decide right at the beginning, right? Because the split happens here.
This is an emergency situation.
Yeah. But let's see how it goes. It seems that no, okay, you can change it in the fly, on the fly. I think it might be better. Wait, 400 kilometers per hour? What the hell? Isn't that a little bit too much? They didn't realize that this thing reached that speed. It's just casually 400 kilometers per hour, alright. That's by using the nitro. That's how it goes with these cars. These cars just go to funny speeds. It is 400 kilometers per hour, casually. It doesn't even feel like I'm going this speed, but apparently I am. Ooh, nice dodge. Ah, but why not? You're on the wrong side. You should get out of here. There we go. Though I guess simply by going at fast speed, it also replenishes your nitro meter. Like, you don't really need to go into the opposite lane if you don't want to. This is the kind of thing that I do have to pay attention, because at this speed a single bad movement and you're out. Okay. Well, at least the gold medal here should be completely free. So wait, why does the minimap show that the expected path is on oncoming traffic specifically there? Doesn't make much sense. Oh, that counted as a crash, even though I'm pretty much at the finish line. That was pretty funny. Very funny ending. Also, Drano, what about you when it comes to the fun game? Are you gonna try to finish my first one before going for the second one? Because you know that differently from Yami, you are quite far into it. Hey, I wonder
The Pagani dealer for Hong Kong had a very unique
what
proposal.
you're
To be able to sell road
gonna
vehicles
try
online.
to do. I mean, I cannot really say that you already done the hardest part because you haven't, but yeah. Putting 3 boxes side by side was messed up. Didn't you say that you use flats? It should be fine. With flats, right? You can just fit everything in there.
Down into the dam.
Oh, that's what I remember of the times that I seen flats. The redundancy aside, it's pretty flexible. It was still hard to make everything line up decently. Yeah, I guess I can see that.
Suspect is driving aggressively.
At least you have a base. Once you have a base, I think that adding stuff becomes easier. Better than working with a completely blank page. Ah, fuck, that wasn't the right place to go. Guess I don't get any penalties. Oh. Contact. You want contact? Ah, fuck. Okay. I'll show you contact.
Are you monitoring this? This guy's giving you a lot of...
Boom. There is your contact. Biatch. Alright. And you too, yeah. Are you waiting for me so you can get your ass kicked too?
Spike strip destroyed.
How brave. Surprisingly, no new cops have spawned. That being said, as nice as it is to get rid of these assholes, Unfortunately... Oh, I could have gone right and then left. That would have been a lot faster. I don't think I'm gonna get the gold. That's the issue. It might be possible, but it's gonna be extremely close. I have my... No, well, not anymore now. What a piece of shit, dude. I should have killed you when I had the chance. Well, I didn't realize that I had this shit. But yeah, that's not gonna be enough. What a dipshit, dude. Now I'm gonna kill both of you as soon as I see you. Like, I'm not gonna hold back. You ask for it. Damn it. What a piece of fucking shit. You're gonna suffer. In fact, as soon as you spawn, one of you is gonna go down. The question is, where do you spawn? There. Okay, full speed. Yeah, as long as the camera lets me. Yeah. Alright. He didn't get insta-kill, but that should have been a lot of damage.
Suspect is headed down into the dam.
I'm heading into the dam. Indeed. Shame that I don't have any spike strip here. Will make this a lot easier. They certainly have them though. Ah, fuck. Okay, this guy is down. Though, I'm not sure if downing them that early is gonna summon other ones later. Hopefully not, but it probably will. Eat shit. Piece of shit. Alright. Well, eat shit, piece of shit is kinda like telling someone to commit cannibalism. Well, yeah, do that. But yeah, at least they are both dead. I don't know if there are gonna be more that spawn, but I guess that will be a good test. If you down all the available officers, the game will spawn more no matter what. Will they? Probably not. Especially considering that it's a short event. Right, and he remembered to go right. It's a weird shortcut. It essentially goes under the bridge and it does it a lot faster. Indeed. And on top of that, you also... Well, I could use the turbo, yeah. Well, essentially, the moral of the story here is kill the police anytime you have the chance and as soon as possible, and that will bless you. So is this gonna be Outlaw 3 or is it gonna be a new one? It's Outlaw 3. And with the Bugatti Veyron, okay. Do I even have... Yeah, I'm pretty sure I do have the Koenigsegg in the racer events, right? Here, according to a description, the rival was an Apollo gun pert. In 5 minutes, really? 6 spike strips and 6 roadblocks. Well, I guess they made this one very busted. So how else you explain that? That's quite a lot. Yeah, it is the Apollo gun pert. Okay, he already started with damage. It's a little bit weird. Okay, there's certainly a bug flying around in my room. Like, I saw it close.
You got it. Roadblock in position ahead.
It's gonna be impossible to make a roadblock hit these guys, right? With these random ass shortcuts. Left or right?
Weapons disabled. You are on your
Left.
own until we can get back online.
Ah, shima all the fucking truck though. Oh, that would be useful. Oh. Someone got busted thanks to that ban, nice. That ban is an undercover cop. Nice. Alright. I like when things work well, and that was pretty fast. Usually the AI of these guys that escape tend to get fucked when they reach a wall and they are supposed to go left or right. So yeah. It is what it is. Well, better for me, of course. So this is either the Lamborghini Sesto Elemento or the Corvette. I prefer the Lamborghini if you ask me. And this is the only color available. Actually the only one. Like, you cannot change to customize it or to use the pre-made skins. So I think this is the only car so far that has this. Well, unless I wasn't paying attention, but then. I remember in Drive Club that I think that this car was also like that. Like, this Sesto Elemento was like so exclusive that it could only have the base color it had. I guess it's because it's fully covered in carbon, maybe. Probably.
Okay, break wide. Gonna nail it.
Suspect is in a stand heading towards the rocks.
The issue here is having only 2 shams. If these guys decide to start using EMPs, that's gonna be an issue.
Affirmative. All units use elevators or force to bring the suspect in.
If you fuck yourself up, I don't know what you were trying to do there. That was like the opposite of suicide by code. Like suicide by suspect, I mean. Yeah, I don't know why you will do that. I think that you easily have the means to do it without my help. It's fine. If he prefers it that way, so be it. I also really feel like deploying a spike strip on this guy. You're really tempting me. Oh, and he also got fucked by that. There are still 2 more police officers, but I was gonna say they are pretty far, not so much. There's actually 3 now. Still can make use of 2 turbos. I need to get further from them. No. How about you don't launch an EMP? Fucking asshole. Well, here goes your EMP, bitch. The problem is that I can only use 1 more of that and then that's it. That's the issue. Well, at least the race is about to be over though. Yeah, that's the thing. This is supposed to be a race. A little bit hard to tell because I don't even know where my opponent is, but clearly it's like in a completely different track at this point. It's not even trying. Alright, well, that works better for me. Yeah, activating the turbo there was a little bit unnecessary. Alright. Yeah, that really, I don't know where the race was. It didn't really look like one. It's fine. Okay, so I think that here we're actually about to run out of... Oh, I can use the Bugatti. We are about to run out of police events, most likely. Since there are way less police events than there are racer events. This hot pursuit is probably gonna take a little while, since there are 7. And how long is the race? Well, it's not as long as I would like, but it should be fine. But I'm already summoning this because we have so many of them. It shouldn't be a problem. I think the roadblock did a good enough show, I guess. No. Okay, that's fine. That's a problem. Not sure what they were trying to do there, honestly. Nice. Oh, I busted one of them. But that's the Bugatti that I was bullying earlier, so I guess it makes sense. And get fucked, holy shit. How many are left for? Surely fine, I think I'm doing quite well, all things considered. I mean, it's mostly because they gave me a lot of resources to use and I'm, well, using them. Oh, nice. Got that guy's ass. Oh, nice. Was also that dropped by the helicopter, or was it dropped by another racer? I'm not sure, but there's only 2 remaining. And that Bayron is going very fast. Okay. Oh, he's not dead? Oh yeah, he's dead now. Perfect combo. Ah shit, okay, nice. And only this Bugatti is left. Well, you're not gonna last for too long.
All units with EMPs are authorized for use.
Got him. Well, that was quick, actually. It was gonna take longer, but yeah, I guess
Target has been
I used all the
apprehended.
resources I could use, and I still had more to spare even, so yeah, that worked well. Oh, also that reminded me, I'm basically asking this, I guess, to every person that comes to the chat, though, I guess, that I know that they care about Shosho. If you're still there, Draino, Shosho Part 7, I think it's gonna, like, the anime is gonna get the view today, if I'm not mistaken. Either today or tomorrow, so yeah. Just wanted to let you know, in case you didn't, right? I want to use
Be
one
assured
of
it is a
these.
fighter. Successor to the famed Diablo, the Murcielago was...
I got an achievement for getting a gold medal in something. Like all gold medals in something in particular. Not sure why the achievement is called Rule of Porsche. I'm in the middle of a rewatch of the whole anime and just over halfway through part 6 right now. Oh, so you were getting ready actually. I didn't need to say anything. You were getting even more ready than me. Good shit. So do you know exactly when it happens, if it's tonight or if it's tomorrow? Because I feel like I heard that it's in Thursday, but just I don't know when people say that, if they mean Japan's Thursday or if they mean our Thursday. It's a little bit hard to tell. Guess I don't mind waiting. We'll check it next time I watch, okay. I mean, it's supposed to be on Netflix, so shouldn't be a problem to check. But I'm looking forward to it, since basically, you know that I stopped watching MF Ghost because I just didn't like what it was doing, so I essentially need a replacement for that, so I guess Shosho will serve the purpose. I wonder if Shosho will actually be the last one I watch or not, because I think it's the only story. Well, I guess I will watch when they eventually adapt the Dragon Ball Super chapters that haven't been adapted to anime yet. Was quite disappointed with MF Ghost, especially coming off the back. Yeah, I mean, it's obviously inferior to Initial D in every way, but I personally got tired of it because of one specific race where I'm like, dude, you're hyping shit up just to do this, right? So at that point I could no longer get excited, because for the rest of the episodes it's kind of like you're like, okay, I can imagine that it's gonna go places later on, so like I watch with that enthusiasm. But when I see what it does when it does try to go those places, I'm like, really? Like, you made me watch all that just for that? Yeah, it's a shame, but it is what it is. Oh man, what is with this? This is like the third time that I don't get a gold medal for such a small amount of time. That's unbelievable. Oh, a Nissan Seal. Why would I unlock this shit now? It's supposed to be Sport Series. Alright. Well, sorry Lambo, but you... you messed up. So yeah, I'm just gonna go with this one instead. But yeah, fuck dude. By so little. I will still watch season 3. Yeah, I basically watched like, what, 2 or 3 episodes of season 3 and then I dropped it. But it's fine. I mean, I did see like spoilers of what comes afterwards, and I am like, nah, I think I'm fine. Because, you know, maybe something nice was gonna happen, but not at least what I consider to be nice, so yeah. I guess I'm glad I stopped. It's all up to Shosho now. So is this thing really faster than the Lambo? I'm not really sure. I mean, probably not. And me winning it in this attempt doesn't mean it is faster, but... we will see. That milestone is using the nitros for a whole hour. Is it really my total nitros usage for a whole hour? Just like that? That's wild. Quite wild. What will be very wild here is not being able to get the goal in the second attempt. That would indeed be quite wild. The biggest issue of a track like this is this. Well, as I said some time ago, like these annoying ass circles are, well, so annoying, right? That's the point. And especially if there's traffic. It's hard to tell if there's traffic coming. Alright, thankfully, yeah, that was way more than enough. So yeah, sorry Lambo, but you got absolutely mugged by the Sonda. So yeah, shame on you, I guess. I got an Alfa Romeo. Wait, why am I getting cars from previous series? What's the logic with that? I don't know. Yeah, apparently I am. So I think that there might be this one, and I think only one copy event, and I think that that's where the copy events end. Possibly. Maybe. We will see. Shut up. I guess it's also possible that I might be able to beat this today. I didn't consider that possibility at first, but if I do shit like that, then no. But yeah, I feel like that restart was probably a little bit of an exaggeration. Because, you know that ironically the loading to restart takes longer than simply keep going, especially with 5 minutes to do the event. I don't think that that delay will have been too much. Yeah, like, I feel like waiting for this shit to load everything probably took longer. I guess that's a little bit of a shame that in order to retry events that it doesn't have like an instant restart, and instead it's kind of like it loads the whole thing from the beginning, right? Whatever. I can summon 5 helicopters. I don't think you have enough time to even summon 5. You're most likely gonna run out of time before you get the opportunity. Well, I'm still summoning it, of course. You're not driving very focused right now, are you? Seems like you're slowly losing it.
Made contact. He is the same. Our patrol units on scene. Let me know where you want.
Let me know where you want it. I don't know, dude. That's your show. There you go. Nice. Oh, that was enough to bust, really? Damn. I feel like they gave me a lot of shit for this one, not to mention a lot of time as well. So that restart at the end probably was completely unnecessary as expected. Completely mogged, absolutely mogged. Okay, and this turns me into Sergeant 3 apparently. And we got the... well, another Koenig Sega Gera. They say the Ultimate Edition, but I think that you say that about other editions too. It's fine. So, Hot Pursuit on the Sexto Elemento. Nice. Yeah, it seems that they really... well, this car, I remember that it's also a DLC on Assetto Corsa. It's a cool one. It's a Lambo. Honestly, comparing it to other Lambos, it doesn't really look that much different, but it's there. And speaking of Lambo, I didn't mean to do that, my bad. That was a little bit rude. No, you ain't gonna EMP anyone. I hit one of the racers, didn't mean to do that. Uh-oh. Okay, whatever. Would have been worse. I could use the EMP to hit that guy, but I'd rather demolish the police. They deserve more of my hatred than the poor guys I'm driving against.
Suspect is off-road. Last seen heading into the lodge.
Oh shit. Well, that counted as a crash. I thought it was gonna be a takedown, but I guess not. So you're a little bit late. We've been resisting arrest for like, well, the 2 minutes and a half that the race has been going on.
Confirmed. Spike strips are authorized for use.
Well, good luck with using spike strips here, since none of you are ahead of me. Unless you count the helicopter, I guess. Oh wow, you do count the helicopter, yes. That was crazy though, because he summoned it in a place that I couldn't have possibly dodged. What a dipshit. Not only where I couldn't have dodged because of the space, but I also didn't have time to react either. I say either twice. Oh, or did I? I don't know. Point is that, yeah, that was impossible. I hope that that's not gonna be a problem for the health I have, because I have less than half. Nice, perfect dodge. Fortunately, as long as the helicopter is still there.
Are you monitoring this? This guy's gonna do a lot of damage.
You know, the helicopter here is the real issue. This guy is not fooling around. I'm not sure if using the sham... Well, yeah, technically using the sham will despawn any spike strip they try to use. I don't know if they even will deploy it if it's active. Well, it doesn't matter because I win. Okay. Man, I guess the only one that tried to do something there was the helicopter. Everyone else not so much. So, okay, this is not the last cop event, but I'm not sure if it's the second to last. So I guess I've been doing that for a while, I guess. Oh yeah, and this one is now available. It's a fully blue design here. Looks like it's also made out of carbon in the whole body. Yeah, you also... Well, 2 helicopters and 4 roadblocks, yeah, should be fine. And how long is the... Oh, I got another achievement for getting a gold medal in all of the... whatever events. Like I'm not able to read exactly what it says. Yeah. I guess I can check the achievements later. Just in case. Ah, fucking. It's fine. That ain't gonna work. Damn, it actually did work. How did he dodge the spike strip on a bridge like that though? He didn't dodge that one. I'm completely out of track. Were you the asshole that shoot the EMP? Oh, yeah. You're not shooting it again now. Okay, these guys are definitely trying to get behind on purpose just to shoot the EMP, and it seems that a lot of these guys will try to to do EMPs here.
Spike strip has failed to slow the target suspect.
Nice, good shit.
EMP activated, acquiring target lock. EMP has missed the target. EMP
That's
has
a
missed
shame.
the target. All units continue pursuit.
Also receiving a not so nice amount of damage. That's a problem. Okay, got his ass. Ooh, and the cutscene there saved me. I was gonna hit the spike strip. Okay. Got your ass.
Suspect has evaded the spike strip. Repeat, suspect evaded
Oh, also, I'm not
spike
sure
strip.
if I mentioned this before, but this is essentially the first Need for Speed game where the spike strip does not... like, it's not permanent. Well, technically, in the MMO you have the power-up that saves you. If you don't have the power-up, it will be permanent for the rest of the mission. But in this one, it's simply a hit, like you can keep going with no problem. I think in Rivals it works better because instead of just making you spin, it actually gives you the effect of the pop tires, but it's just that they get replenished later. That you have to deal with them for a while. You know, it seems that there are still quite some cop events remaining. As if anything, I'm the one coping thinking that they are about to end. They are not.
The ZR1 is the most powerful and most expensive.
The most powerful and most expensive, my ass. You're gonna release another special edition and it's no longer the most powerful or expensive, you know? Okay, so this is a regular race. Nothing out of the ordinary. I like the fact that when you're about to pick a car, the game immediately focuses on the new cars. So that way you essentially can test them all. Because I mean, in a game like this where the idea is not that you purchase a car and you own it or not, it's the fact that you simply unlock the cars and you can use them whenever you want. So in that regard, I think it's a lot better to simply use as many different cars as possible, and the fact that it automatically points to the new ones, I think it's a very small but very nice feature that makes it a lot easier to test them all pretty much. I like it. I'm a fan. So far the cars that I'm still using in the racer events are a lot slower than the ones that are available for the cop events, but that's essentially because the cop events are about to end, while for the racer events there are still quite a bunch remaining. Nice. This seems like it's not gonna be an extremely long race, at least. Nice. So theoretically, these are still the... Like, these regular races are ironically the hardest events in the game, considering that, you know, their length and the fact that you can lose them so easily, and the fact that the AI is always close to you, so with any mistake you can just lose them like it's nothing. No problem. More or less use here to the handling, and especially to try to not make mistakes. Yeah, that one didn't count. And I'm fine. 1 kilometer left and these guys are not even close. No problem. That second place wanted to be a little bit close, but it's simply not enough for you. Okay, I like just crashing against the wall there. So how many copy events are there really? For another... In the Lamborghini Murcielago, this time the Roadster edition, the one without a roof. Alright. Interceptor. Oh, and here you need to use this Bugatti Veyron, which is, by the way, a different version than the other Bugatti Veyron that you already, well, that I already have unlocked for the police side, right? A Bugatti, yeah. So it's basically the duel of a Bugatti versus a Bugatti. Though, again, this one gives me a lot of resources. Though this most likely is gonna be the AI that loves going off track and being annoying, right? Couldn't really dodge that.
Monitoring a tire blowout. Evasive maneuvers recommended.
Well, roadblocks are that you can forget this shit to work. Oh, this time he didn't actually take the shortcut. Maybe this one is not gonna be as annoying as I think. Boom. Would have been a better hit, especially considering that it wasn't that much damage. Boom. Ah, that didn't hit him. They don't have that many spike strips either. Oh, where are you going?
All units, we are detecting a power surge from the suspect. Be on guard.
You're trying to be unpredictable? I think that not even you can predict what you're gonna do. That's not good for you. I guess this roadblock will dodge it. And then I also am very unlucky with a lot of the roadblocks that I summon them on the worst time possible. He will take the left side. Well, not really. No, that would have been a free bust right there. God damn it. I fucked it up. Completely. It really would have been a free bust. I'm not sure where he is. I'm assuming he went there, but I can't see. Yeah, he did go here. That was a complete waste. Because not only I could have done a shit ton of damage, but I could have also busted him by stopping him. It was a complete waste no matter how you look at it. Oh well. I'm still gonna get your ass though. Make no mistake. Boom. Ah, that wasn't enough? No way, dude.
Satellite connection down. All units, we are being
I
jammed.
didn't.
Eyes on
He was
target.
respawning there. I should have expected that, honestly. At least I can do one more roadblock. And he's about to go down anyway, so... In fact, I think that if I hit him with an EMP, it could be enough to just down him. Oh, actually it was the helicopter, nice. Alright, lately helicopter, you're doing a good job. Well, not only a good job when you're on my side, but also when you're against me. Like, lately you're certainly being the center of attention. Good shit. Well done. Alright. Let's do, I guess, a hot pursuit. I'm not sure. I have a feeling that I'm not gonna be finishing this today at this rate. Like, unless I go for a 4-hour stream, and I could, but should I? Not so sure. I mean, if I don't finish it now, it's pretty clear that tomorrow there's gonna be a lot of additional extra time. And I'm not a fan of that. Especially because I could also like decide, like I could test how the multiplier fuck, that word fucking sucks. How the online of this game is off a stream and see if it's worth it, well, to do it on stream basically. That's the idea. Because for what I've seen, the options that this game gives you outside of the career mode is simply the online against other people. There is no other single player mode aside from the career mode. I guess I'm gonna EMP your ass. Oh, didn't mean to take down that poor guy. Yeah, and I completely lost the EMP because of that. Oh, but you are gonna do an EMP? Oh no. Well, this moron overtook me when the EMP was about to show. Yeah, I guess you really have to get carried by the helicopter because on your own it seems that you cannot do shit. Yeah, but it's fine. I mean, you really didn't, unless you weren't talking about me. You certainly didn't lose me. Didn't lose me, I mean. Yeah, well, things considered, well, since I didn't get hit by a single EMP, I'm essentially almost full health, so even if I were to get hit by one, it shouldn't be that big of a deal. I got hit by a spike strip instead. And that probably, yeah. Well, it didn't deal as much damage as it could have, but... Okay, now this is starting to become a problem. The moment I say that is the moment that it seems that I'm getting fucked from everywhere, huh? Okay. At least my opponents are still relatively far. And they also apparently dodged an EMP. Not sure from where I did. Oh wow, that guy is going pretty fast. Now we are about to go pretty slow. Nice. I think there's only one police car remaining. I think it's that Lambo behind me. You know, I'm a little bit concerned because of my health. Getting hit by 2 more weapons will be enough to down me. And that ain't good. That is not gonna work. Good try though. And I could just turbo here till the finish line. Alright. That'll work. I wonder when the true exotic, oh there it is, new series available. Well, I think it's this one. Yeah, like it's now the exotics that were available on the police campaign for a while, but now it's on the racers campaign. Yeah, sure. I mean, why not? Yeah, they call them hyper events, and that makes more sense than calling them exotic, I guess. Alright. So, a rapid response with the Apollo gun perk. Yeah, I mean, we should be close to finishing the cop events here. Like, there shouldn't be that many remaining. And I'm pretty sure we started with like 11 to take. And I'm pretty sure that by now I should, like, this should be at least like the 10th one. Maybe not, I don't know. And that's a pretty fancy police car. Crazy how this category of cars just reaches 400 kilometers per hour like it's nothing. It just casually reaches it. And also, I just realized that this time trial is very, very short. It's less than 2 minutes. Probably the shortest one even. I remember a time trial that short before. It is extremely short, which means that it's probably quite picky with the time. Not sure. Perhaps. Oh, I thought that was somehow a car parked there, but yeah. In shortcuts that does not tend to be the case. No penalties whatsoever. And yeah, that's something that has to be like, oh, never mind. I thought it was 150. 158 is a lot easier, but yeah. It's still pretty cool that I got 0 penalties. Is it the first time that I do a... Yeah, it's... Well, no. I mean, I got an achievement, but I think it's for getting gold medal in all of those events of that type. So yeah, not quite. I don't know if it's the first time that I actually
The Grand Sport delivers
beat it without a single penalty. Hard to tell. Damn, that's a lot of weapons. Wait. Oh, this is from the racer perspective, so yeah, I guess. All those weapons don't really matter that much. It is I think the first of the hyper events that I do. So that's nice. This is a pretty cool bridge with the view there in the background. Oh, got that McLaren. Should have thought twice before camping me like that.
Wrecker is unavailable at the moment. Hold tight.
Central requesting a roadblock.
I'm
We're gonna do a
your
roadblock.
position. Maintain current route.
Damn, one of them actually passed through. I think it was thanks to me for opening the path.
Pursuit is headed onto Sunset Drop.
Are you monitoring this? This guy's gonna do a lot of damage.
And another McLaren there. Wait, are we being chased exclusively by McLarens here? It looks like, yeah, all of these are McLarens. And they are all getting absolutely fucked. As it should. Oh, good try.
Spike strip deployed at your location.
And there it is. The spike strip to finish him off.
Central, send me a tow.
But at least for the time being, come on. All of the police cars are busted. They are probably gonna be... Yeah, there is one spawning already there. Well, 2 actually.
Suspect's fighting back. I'm taking damage.
Yeah, nice projectile.
Air support is heading up. He should be there shortly.
Roger that.
Oh wow. There's 3 currently, and yeah, they are all McLaren, as I said. And that guy just got taken down. Actually, you know, I think I just realized what the point of this event is. I think this is meant to be McLaren versus Bugatti. I think, I might be wrong though. Like basically all the racers are Bugatti and all the cops are McLarens. It took me a while to realize. Man, I'm crashing against absolutely everything right now.
Suspect just ran to me.
My health is not doing super well right now. But I have a lot of turbos to use, so might as well start using them right now. Okay. I'll take that. Tapping out of my end, good luck with video gaming things. Have a good night, Raynor, and well, thanks for hanging out. We'll try to win this event for you. Should be possible. I mean, there's eat shit. Oh, and thanks to the cutscene, I basically get immunity through the roadblock then. Thanks a lot, Mr. McLaren. I did not hit that. Stop lying. I did not hit that under any circumstance. You are so full of shit, it's actually crazy. Offensive even. And the worst part is that I'm gonna lose because of that. At this rate. There's only 1 kilometer remaining. I think I'm losing. Unless I can... Wait, you can EMP... Fuck, I'm dead. But I somehow was able to... Wow. How did I not die with that crash? I'll take it then. I guess I managed to fulfill my promise. Alright. Cool. Was a very weird ending, very chaotic especially. So my wanted level increased. I think it has a different name now. Which one is it? Wanted. Okay, makes sense. That's weird because the one that comes afterward is not gonna be most wanted. Most wanted is the last one. So I wonder which one is the one between wanted and most wanted. Okay, we got the Diablo and the Bugatti Veyron. Okay. So is this the end of the line? Seems like this is actually the final police event. It's possible. But yeah, I guess we can end it with my favorite one. It might actually be the last one. And you get still a lot of weapons to do it. I mean, as long as you get helicopter and roadblock, these hot pursuit events are not really hard at all. They are mostly a matter of not getting your car destroyed more than anything else. Oh, and they don't even let me skip this one. Is it because it's the last one? They are making it special? It's possible.
High priority situation on Cascade Terrace.
Also, that word is pronounced terrace. I thought it was pronounced terrace, which, I mean, will make sense since it ends with ace. But no, it's terrace. Or terrace, right? But okay, well, I'm gonna try to remember, but I'm probably not gonna remember because it's a word that I don't really use, so... Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna remember that. There is no way. I don't think there's any way I remember that.
All units here clear for 1067. I repeat, spike strips are now authorized over.
What the hell? That's a lot of smoke. Well, that guy is dead if the EMP hits. Ah, but nice. Use the Shammer. And when they use the Shammer, you also cannot summon anything. Like,
Headed onto Oakmont Valley.
you're done until it's over.
All units, roadblock in position ahead.
Ooh, I don't know how I didn't hit that one. So what you mean roadblock units deploy? Oh yeah, sorry, my bad. That's what I call. I thought it said spike strip for some reason. Yeah, nice reading, bro. Wow. You use the brakes a lot, mister. Okay, I'm definitely getting their asses here. Not much they can do. So there are still 4 left, but a lot of them are also very damaged, so...
Eyes on target.
Roadblock patrol units on scene. Let me know where you want them.
Oh, someone has an EMP on me at the same time I have it on that guy. Well, I did get that guy, and because of the cutscene iframes, oh, I actually didn't.
Are you okay?
No, I did dodge it. I guess I ended up actually having the iframes for the... Oh, that spike strip didn't do shit.
This
Deployed at your location.
is Roadblock unit. Suspect involved in a TC on our visit.
Okay. Only 2 remaining, right? Yeah. What the hell? Why were you going in reverse? That was pretty weird. Like, the guy was super ahead and actually going in reverse. I think that something odd happened with the logic of respawning and shit.
Weapon systems are at operating.
There's only 1 remaining, but it's behind. It's a Bugatti Veyron.
Patrol, we are on scene and standing by. Over.
Yeah, I mean, there is absolutely no way you survive. There is a lot of race remaining, and I'm not even close to dead, so yeah. I didn't even need the EMP. So yeah, that was free. And in theory, this is the last cop event. So am I gonna see the credits or something? I wonder. I would rather not. I would prefer seeing them when I beat all the events, including the racer ones, right? But I think that this might be the last one. I mean, end of the line is a very convincing... Oh, incoming message. Yeah. You know how access to all the cop events in Secrets County? Well, yeah, no shit, because I beat them all. Alright. Oh yeah, and you do get the credits, but the thing about the credits is that I don't really want to see them if I can see them later. So I think I'm gonna play them when I actually beat the other ones. So yeah, essentially the cop events are done. They are still like 13 or so racer events, and for those, well, I got the achievement for doing that, but yeah, the point is that I think I should be able to beat all the remaining racer events today, but I'm not sure. Hard to tell, because since the remaining events are racer events, and a lot of them are races like this one. Races are the longest event type, so I'm not really sure if I can beat it today, but I'll try for sure. Actually, you know, maybe I'm wrong because it's been a very long time, but I feel like in Need for Speed Rivals, the final mission for the police campaign was also called End of the Line. Like, they should reuse the name, but I'm not sure. It's been a very long time since I played Rivals. And I'm looking forward to, especially after playing this game again and essentially realizing that Rivals is the natural evolution of the game. Made me want to play it again. And if I'm not mistaken, Rivals is an even longer game. Well, mostly because it's open world, so that by default takes longer. Yeah, I guess if for example, every event, well, this one already won't take 10 minutes, but if each event will round 10 minutes, then it will be hard to beat them all today, but we will see. Fucking traffic car. And not to mention the possible restarts, you know. A lot of these events can make the remaining time rise exponentially simply by needing to retry them. Ironically, the best thing that can happen is to have time trials as the remaining events, and assuming I'm able to beat them on the first try, of course. Because every other event, whether it's race, hot pursuit, or duel, will has the potential to take a long time. So yeah. That one was not a good shortcut, god damn it. It's just that it's so hard to judge the shortcut before you enter. Like, you just look at the minimap and you're like, yeah, that's good enough. Alright, can you stop doing stupid shit now, if it's possible? Because you know that the race is kinda close to the end, and this is not gonna be enough. Can you please do better? It's not too much to ask. For example, that shortcut right there looks like it's worth taking, but is it? Yeah, this one was definitely worth taking. Yeah, you don't know until you see it from the inside. I'm doing pretty badly. I mean, I'm driving pretty badly. I'm not doing badly, obviously, because I'm first place, but... Okay, so after this corner, it's most likely a straight line until the finish line, so... Not quite, actually. No, it is, yeah. Alright, full speed. Do not hit any traffic car. Police. Yeah, there you go. Nice. I'm not sure if I will call this faster than light. Like, the cop cars were faster than that, reaching 400 kilo. Well, they were still not faster than light. If you're not faster than them, you're certainly not faster than light. So it seems that here we're unlocking a lot of cars from previous categories, and I'm not sure why. But yeah, from now on, it's all gonna be racer events. There are no more cop events, so it's racer. Oh, and this one even uses like the previous category. That's also another thing. You kind of have to be done with this. Well, actually, these ones are considered exotic, but in the police campaign, weren't the exotic ones the final category? Maybe I'm wrong, I don't know. The terms of this game can be a little bit confusing, I guess. I guess there shouldn't be that many of these events remaining. This is also, by the way, a pretty short race. Nice. So this color was supposed to be red, and I mean it looks red when you look at it from the front, but it looks very orange from the back for some reason. This is because it's like the light is mostly illuminating the front. I'm not sure. It looks very orange on the rear. You also, by the way, get nitro simply by slipstreaming, but I don't remember if in the Burnout game slipstreaming nitro was a thing. Maybe it was. I don't remember though. Cars cannot quite reach 400 kilometers per hour, but they still go very fast. I mean, the fact that they are going this speeds casually is quite a lot, you know. Okay, that was quite free, especially with how many straight lines there were, and the fact that it was a very short track, well, very short race, I mean. We get a hot pursuit. Which one? Well, I could pick this one since apparently I haven't used it before. According to the game. I wonder how this will look.
Of 21st century automotive engineering. The technical requirements were
I guess they can look pretty cool. This one actually I like, with the number 3 in there. I guess any of the cars with 2 colors look good regardless. Okay, so let's get into it. Do you reach 400 kilometers per hour? Hard to tell, doesn't really look like it. Maybe all of the police cars are simply naturally faster than the racer counterparts, no matter what. Because I'm pretty sure the Bugatti Veyron that was a police car, well, that one, pretty sure that one did reach 400 kilometers per hour casually. Well, this one, okay, this one can also reach it. Yeah, this one can reach it too. Not sure if it reaches it as fast as the cop car, but it certainly has the ability to do it. Oh, and I just realized this is a very, very long race. I guess surviving will be the biggest. No, I didn't know where to dodge that. I feel like to the right I didn't have enough time to make the full turn. And well, I tried to the left and it clearly didn't work. That's the result. Yes, I picked the wrong side.
Activated, acquiring target lock.
Okay, this we already know that it's gonna be a shortcut.
Suspect
just straight up going through the beach. Oh, and they are following me here even.
Units, we are reading a disruption to the communications.
And they are hitting me a lot. Well, eat shit, it's what you get.
Unit down. Repeat, a unit is down.
Shame that I kinda wasted the spike strip, but it's fine. So there's only one cop active right now. Well, I guess now there's two. With the Apollo gun perked. That didn't do as much damage as I would have expected, honestly.
Spike strip destroyed.
I think it's important to get rid of these guys. And then it do. And I feel like the spike strip didn't even hit him.
Spike strip missed the target.
Yeah. In case I had any doubt, I had the confirmation right there. And that was the worst of both worlds. I summoned the spike strip and I missed. And I also got hit by the EMP. And now I got hit by a spike strip. Okay, this is going terribly. Like everything is going to shit very quickly. At least I hit that guy. You know, things are not going very positively. Well, in fact, the biggest issue is that my health is very, very low. Extremely low, I would even say. Well, in fact, I'm pretty sure that if I get hit by an EMP, I'm dead. Well, by an EMP or a spike strip, I think it's an instant death. I do think that this game gives you kind of like a second chance. Like every time that you're about to go down, like they give you one more chance. Like basically you have the bar empty, but you can still take one more hit. So that's most likely what's gonna happen if I get hit by another one of those. At least that's what I wanna believe. Ideally though, I wouldn't get hit by anything. I don't think I should have gone down here. Yeah, that was... well, we can actually go outside here. Okay, not bad. Because I already did that, trying to go to the oncoming lane, and I got very bad experience. So the other bad experience is about to happen now, I guess. Yeah, because of that. At least that didn't work. And I still have two more shams. Well, I mean, shammers. The game calls them sham on the bottom left. It should be fine. In fact, I'm gonna turbo to the end. Nice. It looked a little bit hopeless towards the middle because of all the damage I received, like one after another, and all of a sudden, but yeah, no problem. No problem at all. Got an Aston Martin for the Super Series, okay. Sure. Okay, dual and temp trial. Okay, I never used the first this Koenigsegg. I guess might as well use it. That's a very bright green. It's called emerald green. I like it. Very, very green. Okay, so it's supposed to be in the early morning and with rain. Cannot imagine a worse time of the day to be outside. Like on the very, very early morning while it's raining. It's like you want to catch a cold. Well, and especially if you are driving, you want to to catch an accident, I guess. Okay. Ah, damn it. He will use the shotgun. Come on, dude. Are you even trying? Is this supposed to be an observatory? Yeah, it looks like it, right? I think it is meant to be. Yeah, it says keep watching the stars, so very clearly. This was also... Oh, if I crash against that guy, I would have lost. Man, this was a very short race. But at this rate, it's very possible that I can actually like finish the career mode today without any issues. I mean, unless every single event remaining is super long, I should be able to. Alright. Well, another duel. Basically, either the Bentley Continental or the McLaren. Well, I obviously prefer the McLaren. No questions asked.
The MP412C.
Let's make it blue. Azure blue. So I'm not sure why it says, like, it clarifies that there are no available weapons, because I'm pretty sure that duels are not really something that the police gets involved in. So I think that this might be the last event that does not include the hyper category. It's possible. Nice. Those were some very good corners. It took them very, very fast. This event, I guess, also feels like it's relatively short, at least compared to how they could be. And not to mention that the majority seems to be a straight line, or basically a glorified straight line, but at the same time, most of the tracks in this game have an overabundance of straight lines. I mean, sure, you have corners like this one, but they tend to be the minority. Which is also why I think that the races are not as exciting as they could be, because it's kind of like just playing a highway race, you know? Not much technique involved, which is the reason why I say that every event being replaced by a hot pursuit event will probably do the game a lot of favors. Oh, the beach. I wonder if he had taken that shortcut and I didn't. Like, that would have been an instant loss, wouldn't it? Most likely. It seems that the AI does not take that shortcut because of how messed up it is. So if you don't take it with them, it's like you should lose no matter what. Well, that was quite free. So I wonder if those are the last events remaining. Will be 2-time trials and a hot pursuit. Well, at least ending it with a hot pursuit makes sense, but I mean, obviously in both campaigns, like the game is called Hot Pursuit, so the final events being hot pursuits makes sense. This one is a time trial with a fixed car, so this, if they really wanted to, they could make this event very, very hard. If they really wanted to make a hard event, this one, considering that you don't have any choice of cars, so they know that you will use this one. Not to mention, it's also, compared to a lot of other time attacks, relatively short. So if they really wanted, they could make this event super hard to get the gold. So far that hasn't really been the case. I don't think there was a single hard event so far. Like, there were some events I had to retry, sure, but I feel like most events I barely even tried more than once. Like, maybe there were a couple that I did 3 or 4 attempts, but the most that I had were mostly 2 attempts. And the majority I got them on the first try, so it's pretty clear that difficulty was not or rather making the game hard was not the priority of the game. I mean, well, like any Need for Speed game, it's mostly casual, with the obvious exceptions being Pro Street, Nitro, and the Shift series. Well, in fact, the next one is gonna be Need for Speed Shift 2. So like all the, you know, the relaxation, like how casual this game was, is something that's gonna be the absolute opposite for Shift 2, for the next game. I just hope it's not too hard, but if it's anything like the first one, it will. And yeah, especially if I pick hard difficulty, and I most likely will. Okay, Well, no, that was definitely free. They definitely didn't want to make it hard. Now I'm wanted 2. And I got the... Damn. Still getting cars from previous series, god damn it. No, that wasn't the last one, actually. But yeah. There most likely aren't that many remaining. Oh, and this is also another car that you can only pick that color. Yeah, I guess the higher you go in the categories, the more you're gonna find cars that are super exclusive when it comes to colors. I guess this one is like that too. So being a gauntlet, remember that it's essentially a time trial but with cops being involved, and here I'm allowed to use 2 shams and 6 spikes, so essentially mostly defensive maneuvers for when they are behind you.
I've just cleared fast air. He should be right over top of you at any minute.
Wait, did he? Was that sound effect the one I think it was? Like he's trying to summon an EMP. Well, it's not gonna work if I'm on a shortcut and you're not, you know? What do you think of this? Yeah, that's what you think of that. Considering that you have the helicopter... Yeah, maybe the helicopter is not that big of a problem there. Damn it. Then get on. Why did you even stop there? Are you stupid? So even if that guy's crashed, the helicopter is still active. And this one could also be a hard time to get the gold. Considering that there are 12 kilometers left and only 2 minutes remaining, like the Veyron can be... Well, okay, yeah, it's actually going 400 kilometers per hour right now very casually, so yeah. I guess the Veyron is fast. So at least you have that. It would be nice to have the... Yeah, nice cutscene, bro. It would be nice to have the... What I'm more... to have the turbo is what I've been wanting to say. Just so you can go faster. No, that didn't work. Yeah, that's the first time that I see the cutscene of Spike Strip sham. I guess I never sham a Spike Strip before. I mean, using basic mathematics, it should be possible here to get the gold on this attempt, but it's gonna go down to the wire. So I'm not really sure. I have my doubts. I mean, if it is a straight line like this one, it might be fine. And we're actually reaching some speed here. It is quite a lot. That's a bad hit. 10 seconds remaining. Oh, and that's... Oh, he missed. Nice. Oh, and I barely got it. Less than a second to spare. So I did the right choice there, going into the other lane to avoid the EMP. Without that, I would have lost. Alright. Calm before the storm. Ooh, and that's a very long track. You can see that it pretty much starts where it ends. Though, well, judging by the distance, 26.5 is not that much. Could be worse. Also, essentially here, yeah, you have the Koenigsegg, the McLaren, and the Bugatti Veyron. The Apollo Gamper is the last one, but... yeah, I'm not sure. I'm gonna pick the McLaren, you know? Might as well. I'm gonna do it with one of these. Yeah, this one looks cool. Let's go with it. Yeah, theoretically not the fastest one of the list there, but who cares? Would have taken the shortcut there. Oh, this is a hot pursuit, so your primary objective is your survival, though they gave me a lot of tools to survive here. A lot of them. And the police hasn't even shown up yet. Ah, fuck. So I just realized... Okay, never mind, no, I was wrong. I was gonna say that you cannot even see the current gear you are in, but yeah, it's the number above the speed. So I was gonna say that maybe manual transmission is not even a thing. I do wonder though how you enable manual transmission, most likely through the option menu, because when you pick the car you don't really have the option at all. The issue, speaking of damage, is that I receive a lot of damage already simply by hitting the walls. A police still hasn't done anything to me and I'm still like 1/3 of my health gone. Yeah, that ain't gonna work. And also take that just for good measure. Ooh, that was a very good corner. Holy shit. Did that very well.
Suspect is headed onto the South Main Trail. Central, request information to release flight strips. Confirmed. Flight strips are authorized for use.
Close. I'm doing this corner so well. I don't want to brag, but I really am doing them perfectly. Didn't it? At least I was able to see the number on my car. It looks pretty cool. How to reach? No, I'm actually halfway through my health right now. That's not good. Can I stop crashing against normal shit? Because that's exactly what made my health be where it is right now. Simply crashing against random shit. Ouch. Okay, I hit a spike strip where? I am yet again taking a lot of damage out of nowhere. Not a fan of that.
Spike strip missed the target. Spike strip online.
Okay, I'm most likely dead here. I think that this is the last hit I can... Yeah. I'm pretty sure I cannot afford any other hit against me. I could have downed that guy right there. Yeah, the problem is that the chopper is still active, so you gotta pay attention to that while you also keep paying attention to everything else.
Spike strip deployed.
I mean, you basically gotta pay attention to the chopper mostly. I think that at this point it's the only one that could mess you up. Okay. Well, thankfully no problem. That was yet again another race that was pretty close to that. A new car. The Porsche 911. Okay. One of the many I already have. Okay, so... Well, there is at least 4 events remaining, including this one. Oh, and it's a duel, so you can only pick one of these. I prefer the Bugatti, I guess.
The Grand Sport delivers without
Sure, which
compromise
one of
the
these I would like to
luxury of
pick.
driving performance. The world's fastest convertible car
Yeah, I
defies
guess-
conventional categories and defines its
I mean, I like the light blue. Problem is that mostly this one doesn't really look blue when you're in an actual race. Like usually the illumination is so bright that it should... Yeah, exactly. It looks white. Oh no, it's because it's only the front that it's blue. That's why it only looks white, because it is white on the back. Well, I mean, rather than white, it's meant to be silver, I guess. But yeah. Ah, fuck! Wow, nice corner. It's also a relatively long race. I have no clue how many events will be remaining. Will be 4 or will be more. Well, if it's only 4, then it is guaranteed that I finish them today. But if it's more, it will heavily depend on how many more we're talking about. I also wonder how many milestones are remaining, because the game has a percentage of completion, but I think it unfortunately also includes the milestones, and a lot of the milestones are simply progress, like it's essentially farming, and it's something that I cannot really care for doing. I also think that the physics of the game change depending on the weather. Like here, feels like my car struggles more with drifting because of the fact that it's snowing. So obviously it slides a lot more, which is not good. Well, not good for the car, obviously. I mean, it's a nice effect that the weather has gameplay effects. You see, for example, there, I think if it was with normal weather, I would have done the corner completely normally, but since it is and it slides a lot. That traffic car almost got me. It's not the only thing that's out to get me. This guy right behind me is also being a problem. Okay. That'll work. That was less than 5 minutes. I guess that makes me the king of the road, as the event name says. Don't really feel like it, but I guess I am. Gotta accept it. Alright. Can go on this one. Oh, it's with the Apollo Gamper? Wait, no. It mentioned the Gamper, but I guess it was mentioning that the opponent is the Gamper. I don't know. Is the Gamper here with us?
Created to celebrate 15
Maybe.
years of outstanding performance. Ajira, the
Hey,
Swedish
I'll take the blue one. It's probably that one of these guys that I have as opponent is the Apollo Gamper. Pretty probably it is. Then 47.3 kilometers. Okay, I think we got a new longest race in the game. Wait, I would like to race my zipper here, if you allow me. Okay, I guess you did allow me. I kinda, well, since I wasn't accelerating since the beginning, I kinda lost a little bit of time, but with such a long race, that time is completely irrelevant. And especially if the opponents do that, makes it even more irrelevant. Ah, fuck. Damn it, dude. These shortcuts with their fancy decorations and shit. It's so annoying. Judging by the time remaining on the stream, yeah, it should be fine, assuming it's only this event and 2 more. Should be. I wasn't expecting to get all of the remaining events today. Quite a surprise. Oh, come on, dude. Random ass bitch. Oh, it's an infinity. Basically, traffic cars. It feels like they are all licensed too, I guess, with the exception of the trucks, probably. But every regular car that you see as traffic, I'm pretty sure it's fully licensed. I even wonder if they are playable. Maybe not. I don't know. So, pretty clear here that the 2 guys ahead of me are Apollo Ampers, but are all of them meant to be Apollo Ampers or just these guys? I'm not sure. Well, at least, despite being in the mountains here, it's not snowing, so doing these mountain corners is not that bad. Oh, fuck. Also, pretty weird that none of the Lamborghinis are considered to be hyper, because I will be picking those. But apparently no, they are not hyper material. Only the Koenigsegg, the Bugatti, and somehow the McLaren F1. I mean, that's the weird part. You have the McLaren F1 as a hyper and not a Lambo. Seems that McLaren paid you more to be there. It's a shame, I think, because not the Lamborghini Diablo, I unlocked it after the events that allow me to play with those cars. I pretty much beat them all. It is what it is. Now this seems like an issue because these guys are going quite fast and this is an extremely long race, which essentially means that if I lose, I will have to repeat a lot of shit, and I'm not a fan of that. Yeah, at the same time I cannot really get on the lead for now. Maybe as it happened in other events, they are gonna start going slower the longer you go on. Well, kinda like this. I got the lead. Not sure how long it's gonna last. It might be possible that it might have been a better idea to pick the Bugatti. I think that the Bugatti is just naturally a lot faster. Like, in fact, it's the Bugatti, the one that just casually reached the 400 kilometers per hour like it's nothing. This one seems like it struggles. I had the same mistake as him. This one seems like it struggles a lot more to do that. An hour and a half slipstreaming, nice. At least I know that I can get in the lead, but I can also very easily lose that lead. Okay. For now it seems like a convincing lead, but there is still quite a lot of race remaining. This might actually be the first 10-minute race. It's possible. We will see though. I'm not taking that shortcut. It does not seem worth it at all. Not even my opponents are taking it. This one on the other hand seems worth it. This from the outside. I'll promise that this leads into like a longer shortcut that I don't think it's worth it actually. Well, I mean, I'm still ahead, but it's possible that I might have lost time doing that. Oh well, I'm still on the lead at least. Oof, that was close. And at this point, despite being 7 kilometers, we are certainly getting close to the end. So I feel like already making mistakes here equals death. Now I wonder if this shortcut, no, you cannot take it. You can see the arrows on the side. You're intended to take this circle thingy. So no shortcut for you. Okay. I think that there is gonna be one more of these circle thingies and then I'm pretty sure the race is gonna be over. So the hardest part here is not getting hit by any traffic car, because on those circle things you don't see the traffic cars until it's too late. Well, because as you would expect, you are constantly steering, well, or in this case drifting. So of course you need to steer to drift, but yeah. If a traffic car comes, you see it when you don't have enough time to react. Well, thankfully no traffic cars, and thankfully I was able to keep the lead. And yes, this was almost a 10-minute race. Only 15 seconds shy from being a 10-minute race, which is quite a lot. Well, it gave me a lot of points at least. And now I'm 1 till 3, right? I think. Okay. Really wonder what the next name is gonna be. Not sure if we're gonna get it before reaching the end of the game though. It's possibly that we won't. I mean, possible. So yeah, at the time trial. Well, actually here you have the time trial here, and then you have another event above, and then another one here. So yeah, I'm not sure. Well, that means that there are more events than I thought. But I wonder how many more. There shouldn't be that many though. The stream will go, because I will want to get them now. So that means that the stream will go longer. Will go for a little bit longer, I mean. At least this time trial is very short. It most likely means it's pretty picky though. Especially since it's with the... That did not hit me. You're absolutely full of shit if you think that hit me. I'll keep insisting that I think that the traffic has a bigger hitbox than it should. Like, so many times I hit the traffic when I feel that it shouldn't. I think I will die on that hill. The traffic hitbox doesn't fully match the model. That is the hill I decide to die on. I guess just in case you just have to make sure you're pretty far from the traffic. So here being on oncoming traffic doesn't seem to make much sense, since we're going full speed constantly and the nitro doesn't really increase the speed by, well, by anything really. Oh fuck. I hate you so much. I mean, I should restart this, but just wanna see. I mean, it has to be a restart most likely. Cable it out with something like that, it's enough. With such a short time trial. I'll see. If the ending is not really straight lines, then yeah, it probably won't be enough. But that should be the final corner. It will be. I mean, with this car it should be. Yeah, it will be. Though pretty generous actually, with such a short time trial that you are allowed to crash with no consequence. Alright, I'll take it. So, only two more, right? Like this one, and then the other one might be the last one. Here you have to take the McLaren F1. Well, we can take the fully red McLaren, why not? You know that in these games I don't seem to use the red color that much, but I should use it more. You know that red is one of my favorite colors, so we'll be using it more often. I always like the way that waterfall thing looks like. Looks very nice. Okay. So we have the police. Well, actually, I just realized we don't have a single weapon, despite the fact that the police is after me. Yeah, that's an issue.
Suspect is headed along Lakeside Avenue.
I mean, if they decide to shoot an EMP, I don't have any way to defend myself other than pretty much reducing speed so they overtake, but I mean, that's something that kinda goes against the nature of the event, considering that I need to get to the objective fast. That was bad. At least I didn't crash against the traffic car. The good thing is that it seems that I'm not the only one without weapons. It seems that the police does not have any weapons either. Because it hasn't summoned a helicopter. It hasn't called for a roadblock. It also hasn't tried shooting an EMP. And well, spike strips, if it has it, I wouldn't know because it hasn't gone ahead of me. Even if it did have spike strips, it should be easy to dodge, you know. We are gonna see if they have spike strips. Doesn't seem like they do. It seems that they are playing pretty fair. In fact, that pickup truck was definitely playing less fair than the police officer. The suspect has crashed, but not like it's useful for you anyways. Ah, fuck, what the hell? Now you have a crash. Saying I made contact, I don't think that really tells what just happened to you. Okay. They're getting a little bit aggressive now. Ah, damn. So yeah, they do have spike strips. I guess they got tired of playing fair, huh? Promise that with this time remaining, can I make it in 5 minutes 10? Most likely yes, but I cannot be slowed down like that again. The issue is that anytime they are ahead, they can very easily shit out the spike strips like that. At least health-wise I'm doing well, and it should end right here anyway, so... Nah, I'm fine. No problem. With a lot of time to spare. It was called Blast from the Past because it's the McLaren. I think it's the only car in the higher tiers that it's a 90s car. Bentley Continental. Sure. Okay, and this might be the final event in the game. This highway battle. You have topped the secret's most wanted list and there's nothing the cops won't do to stop you. Expect their fastest units armed to the teeth. With that description, it feels like it might be the last one. Though I'm technically not the most wanted, you know, like, I feel like I should correct you. Yeah, I guess for the final event... yeah, we can do the McLaren F1, why not? Let's represent the McLaren F1 and with a cool skin as well. Like this one? I like this one. Let's do it. So then, actually, we'll finish the game a lot sooner than I was expecting. But it's a good thing because I finished it without any extra time remaining. Well, might as well let the intro rock if it's gonna be the final one. Though will it? So maybe it's simply that the final event hasn't got unlocked yet, you know? And I wouldn't know that until I did this one, so... Let's not celebrate victory yet. Though they gave me a shit ton of weapons here. And the opponents seem to be all Bugattis. Well, the opponents, I mean the police. There are some Bugattis in the opponents too, and there seems to be more variety. It's pretty clear that this McLaren is slower than the Koenigsegg or the Bugatti. But if you ask me what my favorite car is between all of these, well, very clearly the McLaren F1. Without a doubt. without even thinking twice. Don't like you getting in front of me. Well, that was obviously you hit your your friend, Mr. Ah, fuck. What the hell was that? But might as well take the shortcut, I guess.
I'm putting together units ahead of your position. Maintain current route. Roadblock unit dispatch. Please be advised on target position.
Yeah, I guess at the same time, according to one of the tips that the game gives you, going off track with these things is not really a good thing, because they naturally go slower, because they weren't made to drive in anything that is not road. They ain't gonna tell me what to do. If I wanna go off-road, I will go off-road. Because that was a pretty long shortcut. At least I'm on the lead. Whew. So thanks to that traffic car, almost not. Okay. I'm getting hit so hard right now, holy shit. It's what I say. Like, sometimes you are fine with no issues, and some other times you start getting hit non-stop, and suddenly you're almost dead, you know? It happened multiple times already. It wasn't a one-off thing. Also, it seems that my car is not doing very well in the area right now. With all the shams I have, no reason not to use it as soon as someone attempts an EMP. Not sure what I could have done there, really. Seems like I was fucked no matter what. Thankfully, also with all the turbos, falling behind is not really a thing. And I like how clear the weather is, because you can see the landscape so well. Also, right there it was either hitting the spike strip or the cob. I don't know why. I should have hit the cob. Wouldn't have taken almost any damage. Well, there is a steel race remaining, but I'm not sure this is gonna go well. Not because of the position, like I should be able to recover my position without any problem, but the issue is the fact that I'm about to die. That's the issue. You deserve that. For being a camping little bitch. Ah, fuck, okay. Thankfully, easy gap there. And here I still have 2 turbos remaining. I could use one now to save the one for the very last moments, but I'm pretty sure the very last moments is where I will use it. Then just use the nitro now. Dodge that chopper, no problem. Yeah, that's fine. Alright. So I'm not sure if this will be the last event, but if it is, we win. If it is, we beat the game. Yeah, we will see until I see the message. Wait, equipment upgraded, really? Well, there's not gonna be any use of that, you know?
Cutting-edge aftermarket automotive technology. Introducing Barrage, our most powerful jamming device yet. Featuring digital radio frequency memory and a live link to our constantly updated database on speed.
I guess I unlock this because I use like
Trust
more
the rest.
shammers,
Times when you need total
probably.
discretion.
Yeah, sure, but wait, and another upgrade for the turbo. Like, you're giving me all of this, but I'm not gonna make use of it if the game is pretty much beaten. Unless I were to play online.
Advancements in our turbo drive technology have enabled a twofold increase in power and performance.
Sure.
Whatever supercar you drive, there's always a time you need an extra gear.
Then you unlock a new car that is another Dodge Viper to add to the collection of Dodge Vipers. And then... no, there is at least one more. Hunter. Bear hollow by the light of the moon, what better setting for a chance encounter with secret county finest, and what better getaway vehicle than the Gamper Apollos. Well, okay, so this car, I guess it's meant to be like the final boss of the game in a way. The same way that the sun that was in the previous games, this one is supposed to be here. Not really, I don't prefer it. If you ask me, obviously I prefer the sun that 10 times more, but yeah, sure, why not? I guess.
Looks like we have some vehicles racing here. Stand by, I'm gonna try to close on them.
Suspect has left the road, headed behind the hotel.
Central, requesting aerial support.
I've just cleared fast air. He should be right over top of you at any minute.
Air support request received. Moving in on your position.
As I was saying, like in some other streams, I'm really looking forward to like the latest Need for Speed games, because I really want to see what the top car is considered in those games, and it's always nice to, you know, to see new cars, right? Because in this case, I was already aware of this car, so, I mean, I guess the surprise is that it's not the Sonda, the top car anymore, but we at least have a new one, right? But I already knew about that one. So yeah, I wanna see what they are gonna show for the next games to be the top of the top. I don't expect Shift 2 to make any different one appear. So if anything, I guess the first one I'm expecting to show something new. Well, actually, I'm not sure which one it is. Most Wanted and Rivals also don't show it, so I guess the first one that will show something new is Need for Speed 2015, maybe. Apparently that game is the favorite of a lot of people, with the only problem that you have to always be online, and sometimes that does not go very well. So that reminds me that I haven't used a single weapon so far. Well, yeah. I guess they want me to use it. Okay, I'll use it. No problem, sure. You want me to? Yeah, you already showed me an Apollo Gunper as a police officer, dude. You don't have to show me again. I am aware, and you are aware. Come on.
We just lost him.
So really, the police saying we just lost him, like, that basically just screams how you don't want to work. Like how lazy as you are, because you certainly have not lost me.
Monitoring spike strip release in your area. Proceed with caution.
He actually completely dodged them. Not sure why or how, but sure. I'm also not sure how the Shammer gets upgraded. I mean, I wasn't really paying attention to the video, but unless it lasts for longer, there is really no upgrade that you can get. Alright. I thought that was actually the finish line there. So is this the final event, or is there still another one? How many do you have? I mean, we could easily see that simply by going back and see how many events are left. Maybe this one. Actually, okay, here, if you read the description, yeah, it's there. This is it, the big finale, the longest route. Damn, 70 kilometers, yeah, they weren't kidding with the longest route. With the fastest, most expensive and exclusive cars ever made. And it's a regular race on top of it, so this is something you don't wanna lose. I still would like to bring the McLaren, but I cannot allow failure here. So I will bring the Bugatti. Like, failure is not an option under any circumstance. So which one could I bring? Not sure. What about the other paints? Because I mean, it's gonna be the last one, so we can make the green one, sure. Why not? But yeah. So 70 kilometers, that could easily be like, what, 20 minutes? That's a lot. In fact, here, well, no, never mind, they let you skip it, but yeah, that is a lot, dude. Like, essentially, you're gonna make me go through the whole game. At least for what they are pointing at here, it seems like it's gonna be the entire map. Yeah, and there we are. And there I am. With the green weird car. So, essentially, yeah, this is it, but that's assuming I win. I hope I do. At least having the Bugatti means that I know that I'm using the best possible car, so if I don't win, it's not because I picked the wrong thing, it's because of skill issue. I mean, technically, according to the game, it's not the best car in the game, but you still have the Apollo Gunper, but since I didn't unlock it yet, I guess it doesn't really count. Alright, so if in 1 minute we did 5 kilometers, that will be a problem, because it means that 2 minutes is 10 kilometers, and if it's 70 kilometers in total, well, that will mean 14 minutes. That's not... I mean, it's not as bad as I initially thought it would be. It's still quite bad, though, I will say. This is still not very positive, but hey, at least that means that I do beat the game today. I guess it was bound to happen that they will have a super long event as the final one. Though very disappointing that it wasn't a hot pursuit event. It will be what makes the most sense. I mean, obviously, in a game called Hot Pursuit, for the last event to be one of that, but no, it's a regular race. Yeah, I will say that... Oh, fuck. Alright, sure. I will say that that's very weird. Also, there's something that I'm not really taking into account, but ironically here, the health of my car will be important. It's just that, I mean, the only way I could lose health is by crashing against a traffic car or a wall. But considering that it's such a long race, the instances of those crashes are probably gonna be more. So chances of not reaching the end are certainly higher, and that was pretty bad. Let me do these fake ass shortcuts that don't help at all. At least here with this car, losing the lead doesn't mean anything because I can very easily recover it. Like this car is and especially if they are gonna crash against the traffic. At least that let me overtake them. Oof. I was looking at the distance remaining and I almost hit that traffic car. It also would be nice if this race goes from... It started at 5 a.m, so very early in the morning. Would be nice if it went all the way to nighttime. In fact, it would be cool if it randomly started raining. In fact, it looks like it will. Because I think that the whole sky got cloudy, so... Well, not anymore. Suddenly the clouds are gone, the sun is shining like never before. So maybe it's not gonna rain. At least not yet. It's actually possible that it will take more than 14 minutes. Probably, I mean, depends though in if the ending has more highways where you should go full speed with barely any corners, because if that's the case, then yeah, it's gonna take less time to go through those kilometers than what's going on right now. Ah, that fucking sucks. Damn it, dude. Thankfully, well, that didn't do that much damage. And obviously with the insane amount of time remaining, it's not a problem. Like, to lose the position, I mean. Essentially going full speed right now. Yeah, see, for example, this section makes the distance go down a lot faster. So here it's pretty possible that we will reach the 35 kilometers mark, which is the halfway point. Yeah, at less than 7. So yeah, the initial you know, the initial guess, which was 14 minutes, might still happen. It's pretty likely that it's gonna be 14 minutes. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that here we are going Well, as I said at the beginning, we are going through the entirety of the island here. No, that's okay, that's fine. We already know that we can recover here, change the lane. You see, this lane is not worth it. All the oncoming traffic bonus you can get is not worth the amount of times you're gonna crash. So, you know, forget about that. So yeah, maybe judging by how far ahead I am compared to the other guys, maybe picking the Bugatti was an exaggeration after all. But I mean, it's one of those things that in this race you cannot afford to lose. You cannot afford to lose and try again, which it could still happen even with this car because the only relevant part is at the end of the race. But then, like almost 15 seconds ahead of the second place, really? What are these guys even doing? Like, come on, I thought this burnout AI will make these guys always be next to me. What happens? Did the AI break? Well, if anything, at least that more or less guarantees that there won't be any need for another attempt. So hey, I guess that's good. Yeah, like these guys are completely out. Seems that at some point they stop even trying to rubber band and they are just staying behind. Yeah, maybe it's possible the AI is programmed in a way that they rubber band at the beginning and then they slowly fall behind, and they never took into account the fact that one event could go for that long. So they are going slower and slower until they should, because look at that, that's exponential. Like they are exponentially falling behind. So it might be possible that the AI getting easier as the event goes on is a thing, and they never took into account an event that is gonna last this long. Also, as I expected, I was right. At the end of the event, it's gonna be nighttime, so yeah, it's like you've been driving the whole day. Pretty cool. Yeah, I guess also with the sheer amount of like straight highways, it's not gonna be 14 minutes, it's gonna be less than that. It probably will be 13, so not that much of a difference at all, but instead of 14 we can do 1 minute faster. So 13 is a bad luck number, you know. No, but it's fine. Yeah, half a minute behind the second place, and well, obviously everyone else. Pretty messed up. I wonder if I pick the McLaren. Like, I wouldn't expect it to be that much different if I had picked the McLaren instead of the Bugatti. But maybe it would, I don't know. And we are about to reach the end in a very, well, in an extremely convincing victory. These guys clearly don't stand a chance at all. So just like that, and even before 13 minutes actually. Well, that was absolutely free. I guess that they knew that since it's such a long race, most people didn't want to retry it, so they probably did it super easy. Oh, I got a fugitive, or whatever you pronounce that word. So at least we know what the last name of the ranks is. Because I mean, the very last one is most wanted, but the one before is fugitive. And yes, you completed Hot Pursuit Remastered. Indeed, it's the same message as the police one. Well, I guess this time I will let the credits roll, though they are rolling pretty slowly. I'm not sure if there is a way to make them faster. Doesn't look like it, but I'll let them roll. Hopefully they don't roll for too long, but yeah. I guess that was the game. Why is there no music, though? There is actually no music. It's not that I'm deaf. There is none. I wonder if that's a bug. I think there was also no music on the police credits. I think that it's simply that no, like they don't expect anyone to let the credits roll, and it's understandable. And especially if you cannot make them go faster, yeah, it's kind of an issue. But yeah, the point is that, well, that was Hot Pursuit Remastered. I like it. I mean, it's I like the fact that they essentially revived the Hot Pursuit 2 formula, and well, with obviously modern graphics and modern everything. It's a very casual game, of course, and I think that, well, as I say multiple times before, Need for Speed Rivals is the natural evolution of this game. So yeah, I think it's a good game, but I do think that it's best by Rivals. Though, as I also say, it's been a long time since I played that game, so maybe now I won't prefer it to this one. But at least for the time being, for what my memory tells me, I do think that it's a superior game. But this one was still pretty cool. Also, yeah, even pressing cross doesn't make this go any faster. I feel like I will have to skip it, because this has the potential to last for an extremely long time, especially because the more modern a video game is, the longer the credits tend to be, because of all the third-party things that are there. So yeah, I don't think that this is a good idea to let them be like that, and especially at this speed. But yeah, and I don't really have much else to say about the game. I mean, I guess the biggest merit of this game is the fact that it essentially is the first time that you can play as the cops since Most Wanted, and the way that they renew the gameplay, like with these weapons and all of that, is pretty nice. So yeah, I'm glad about that. And I'm not sure if, aside from Rivals, any other game that comes afterwards uses that weapon system, but it will be nice, because I think that using the police and only ramming against the Rivals seems a little bit lame. So I think that the weapons do add a lot of, well, a lot more entertainment, right? Oh, and here, so that was all the credits for the remaster, or rather, remaster. And these are actually the credits from the original team. Yeah, I think we probably have to skip this, because it's probably gonna be 2 credits in one. So I apologize, people that work on this, but I feel like I will skip it, though. Since there are more titles appearing, it makes me want to keep seeing in case it's close to over, guys. I feel like it isn't. It most likely isn't. They are alphabetically ordered, so you do know. Yeah, no. Well, sorry, Mr. Developers, but I can predict that this is gonna go on for a while, so... Oh, the music, I didn't touch anything. Well, it took you a while to appear, but at least like that is less lame to see the credits. Yeah, that was pretty funny, guys. I guess maybe what was supposed to happen is that there was another song playing, but there was a bug and it didn't play, and now that song ended and the next one actually is playing. Alright, weird. Yeah, I guess no one really is trying to debug the fucking credit sequence, makes sense. The important thing, well, and something that I've been saying a lot, is that this is essentially another Burnout because it's made by Criterion Games. So, not sure how many of the following ones will feel like Burnout, but I'm pretty sure that every single remaining Need for Speed game, with the exception of Shift 2, is developed by Criterion Games. So it's very likely that they might all play like Burnout, and that is a good thing, at least to me, you know. Damn, a lot of people in QA, holy shit, look at all those A's. Alright, look, if after this they don't start showing the car's copyrights or the music copyright, I'm skipping. Like, I know that I should have done that since the beginning, but it's a tradition of mine to always show the credits at the end of the game when I'm done playing it. Just out of respect for the developers, right? Yeah, no, okay, well, yeah, that... I'm sorry whoever is left, but it's a little bit too much, and not to mention that it's a little bit late where I am, so if there was more time, maybe not, actually, because it's not like I have anything left to say. I think I said everything I wanted to. So yeah, essentially pretty cool game. And well, I'll try, I guess, off stream what the online has to offer, because well, in driver details you can say that the percentage is dictated not only by the levels but also by the milestones, and that's essentially farming, so I'm not gonna bother with that. And yeah, there's also online thing is, wait, it says extras. What's extras? Oh, this extras. Yeah, well, no thank you. But yeah, aside from testing the online, there doesn't really seem to be anything. What's Autolog recommends? Oh, to add friends? No, I don't give a shit. Alright, so yeah, that will be it for me for today. And the next game in the series is Shift 2. Not sure when I'm gonna play that. Not on the next stream, but it is essentially the next one, so I'm not looking forward to play it, but I will play it eventually. So hey, thanks everyone a lot for watching, and I'll be seeing you on the next stream, so have a good one and take care.